You've worked hard your whole life dreaming of retirement, finally freedom, relaxation, and time for yourself. But here's an uncomfortable truth. For many, retirement brings an unexpected, unsettling challenge. It's not just boredom or loneliness. It's a creeping sense of becoming invisible. Your friends might call less often. Family conversations seem to shift. You start feeling like an observer, not a participant in your own life. If you're nodding along, or even if this thought makes you uneasy, you are at risk. You might already be making subtle mistakes that push you towards this very outcome. This isn't just about missing social events. It's about losing your daily emotional momentum. It diminishes your agency, your feeling of truly mattering. That feeling of being an afterthought can slowly steal your joy and your spirit. But it doesn't have to be this way. You absolutely can stay vibrant, connected, and deeply valued by friends and family. In this video, I'm going to share 8 powerful habits. These aren't just tips. They are proven strategies designed to keep your mind sharp, your curiosity alive, and your presence indispensable. Consider this your roadmap. A way to actively fight the social fading that so many retirees experience. You'll learn how to ensure you remain an active, crucial part of every conversation and every gathering. Habit 1. The daily learning microdose. The biggest threat to staying relevant isn't just about what you know. It's about what you stop learning. When we retire, it's easy to settle into familiar routines. We might lean heavily on our past experiences, sharing stories that, while valuable, can start to sound repetitive. This can slowly make you feel less connected, like you're fading into the background of conversations. Your brain thrives on novelty and challenge. Just like a muscle, it needs regular exercise to stay sharp and adaptable. Consistently exposing yourself to new ideas and information keeps your cognitive gears turning. It literally helps build new neural pathways, making your mind more agile and your memory more robust. This isn't just about avoiding mental decline. It's about actively enhancing your ability to engage with the world. That's why our first habit is about creating a daily learning microdose. This means setting aside just 10 to 15 minutes each day to absorb something new. You could listen to a short podcast on a topic you've never explored, read an article about current events, or watch a quick tutorial on a new digital skill. The goal is to consciously seek out fresh information, keeping your mind vibrant and curious. You'll find yourself feeling more engaged, more interesting, and always ready with a fresh perspective to share. But what good is all that fresh insight if you keep it to yourself? Our next habit dives into how you can proactively share your renewed energy and curiosity with others. Habit 2. The low-stakes initiation, ending the waiting game. After retirement, many of us fall into a quiet trap. We start waiting for others to call, for invitations to arrive. This subtle shift can slowly make you feel like you're fading into the background. It's a natural tendency, really. For decades, work or family life provided a steady stream of social interactions. When that structure disappears, the responsibility for connection often feels like it's someone else's. But our brains are wired for connection. When we become passive, our social circles can shrink without us even realizing it. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and being forgotten, even when loved ones are just busy with their own lives. Take Eleanor, for example. She used to be the organizer of everything, family dinners, bridge nights. After she retired, she thought, now it's their turn to reach out to me. She spent weeks waiting by the phone, feeling increasingly isolated. When friends posted about gatherings she wasn't invited to, she felt a pang of hurt and wondered if she was becoming a burden. That feeling of invisibility truly began to settle in. You don't have to wait for your social life to come to you. Become the chief social officer of your own life. Start with a simple rule. Make at least 2 low-stakes social initiations each week. This could be a quick phone call just to say hello, share a funny observation, or ask how someone's day is going. No big plans, no heavy topics, just a friendly check-in. This small act immediately puts you back in control, replacing that anxious waiting with a sense of proactive connection. You'll often find people are delighted to hear from you, and it reinforces that you are a valued part of their world. Now, initiating those calls is a powerful step. But who you connect with also matters deeply. Habit 3. Maintaining non-generational friendships. It's easy to let friendships outside your family fade as you get older. We often get caught up in family events, grandchildren, and the daily rhythm of home life. But relying solely on family for social connection comes with a hidden cost. You risk losing a vital piece of who you are. Your identity can shrink, becoming solely defined by your family roles like grandma or dad. This isn't just about feeling lonely. It's about your world getting smaller, less vibrant, and ultimately, you becoming less visible as a unique individual. These non-generational friends, the ones from work, college, or old hobbies, offer something unique. They knew you in different phases of your life. They provide diverse perspectives, challenge your thinking, and keep your mind sharp with new ideas. Psychologically, they validate parts of your identity that your family might not even see. They remind you of all the different versions of yourself you've been, preventing your worldview from getting too narrow. Think about Lisa. When she retired, she poured all her energy into her grandchildren. Her old college friends, her hiking group, they slowly drifted away. At first, she didn't notice, but after a few years, she felt a quiet sadness. Conversations with family often revolved around family matters, and she found she had fewer new stories or diverse opinions to share. She missed being Lisa, the passionate gardener, or Lisa, the fiercely opinionated friend. She felt like a less interesting version of herself, even to her loving family. The fix is simpler than you might think. Start by listing those non-generational friends who bring out different sides of you. Then, make a conscious effort to schedule regular contact. It doesn't need to be a grand reunion. A weekly phone call, a monthly video chat, or even a shared online hobby can work wonders. When you reconnect, you'll feel a rush of familiar joy. You'll feel truly understood for all the unique facets of your personality, not just your family role. It's like getting a breath of fresh air for your mind and spirit. And when you keep these diverse connections alive, you naturally open up more avenues to share your own unique value and wisdom with the world. Habit 4, the value-add contribution. When you step away from your career, it's easy to feel like your most valuable contributions are behind you. You risk becoming seen primarily as someone who needs care, rather than someone who can still provide it. This subtle shift can slowly push you to the sidelines, making you feel less essential. Our minds and spirits thrive on feeling useful. It's a deep human need to contribute and solve problems. When you actively offer your skills and wisdom, your brain stays engaged and sharp. This isn't just about feeling good. It fundamentally changes how others see you, recognizing your ongoing relevance. Instead of waiting to be asked, actively look for chances to share your unique wisdom today. Offer to review a grandchild's resume with a fresh, experienced eye. Volunteer your knack for fixing things around the house, or help proofread an important document. These are not grand gestures, but consistent acts of practical help. Each time you contribute, you reinforce your value. You'll feel a powerful surge of purpose, and others will see you as an indispensable resource. Being an active contributor isn't just about what you do, but also how you talk about it. Habit 5, the language of now, avoiding past tense dominance. When you spend most conversations talking about what was, you risk an unexpected problem. Your listeners might start to feel like they're in a history class. They might nod politely, but inside, their attention begins to drift. This isn't about disrespect. It's about how human connection works. If every conversation centers on past glories or challenges, you can unintentionally signal that your most interesting contributions are behind you. This makes it harder for others to see your current relevance, making you feel less connected and, yes, a little more invisible. Our brains are naturally wired for curiosity and anticipation. We thrive on new information and the excitement of what's next. When a conversation consistently dwells on the past, it provides less of that novel input, the brain perceives it as predictable, and it starts to disengage. It's not that your past isn't valuable. It absolutely is. But when it dominates, others struggle to find common ground in the present or future. They don't see opportunities to collaborate, share, or build new memories with you. This creates a subtle but real distance. You can easily shift this dynamic. Start by simply noticing how often you use past tense language in your daily chats. Then actively pivot your conversations. Instead of only recounting a past event, ask yourself, what am I working on now? Or what am I looking forward to next week? Talk about a new book you're reading, a small project you've started, or a future plan, however minor. This simple shift immediately makes you more dynamic and relatable. You'll feel a renewed energy in your interactions, and others will naturally lean in, eager to share in your present and future. Speaking of staying current and connected, our next habit tackles another common barrier to feeling truly engaged in today's world. Habit 6, mastering one-bridge technology. Our world has changed. Younger generations, especially, rely on texts and video calls for their daily chats. If we don't engage with these tools, we risk being left out of those casual, everyday family conversations. It's not about being forgotten, but about being unable to join in the spontaneous moments that build strong bonds. Think about how our brains stay connected. Frequent, even short, interactions reinforce our social ties. When communication shifts to platforms we don't use, our brains don't get those regular updates on family life. This creates a distance, not because anyone intends it, but because the primary channel of connection is simply not being used. Here's the good news. You don't need to become a tech wizard overnight. Instead, focus on mastering just one: bridge technology. Perhaps it's learning to video call effortlessly, setting up a shared photo album for the grandkids, or even just getting comfortable with texting and emojis. By choosing and mastering one of these tools, you immediately open a direct line to those daily family dialogues. You'll feel that sense of relief and joy as you effortlessly share moments and stay part of the ongoing conversation, truly bridging any generational gap. Staying connected digitally is powerful, but true presence often means showing up in person too. Let's talk about how to make that easier. Habit 7. Intentional physical presence, the go bag habit. Many of us find ourselves hesitating to go out. We worry about unexpected health issues, or perhaps we don't want to feel like a burden if plans change suddenly. This hesitation is completely understandable. But it also means we miss out on life's spontaneous moments. It keeps us from being truly present when opportunities arise. When you're not physically there, you slowly fade from view. Friends and family might stop inviting you, not out of malice, but because they assume you won't come. This leads to a quiet, insidious risk: invisibility. Our brains are wired for in-person connection. We pick up on countless subtle cues: a shared glance, a comforting touch, the energy of a room. These interactions build deep bonds that digital calls just can't fully replicate. When you're not physically present, those vital connections can weaken over time. That knot of anxiety about leaving home, it's your body's natural stress response kicking in. It tells you to stay safe. But it also prevents you from experiencing the very things that boost your mood and keep you connected. Here's a powerful way to reclaim your freedom to say yes, create your go bag. This isn't just for emergencies. Think of it as your portable peace of mind, ready for any spontaneous adventure. Keep a small, dedicated bag packed with essentials. Include any medications you might need, a bottle of water, a non-perishable snack, your phone charger, and maybe even a pair of comfortable walking shoes. Having it ready eliminates those last-minute worries. With your go bag prepared, you're always ready to join a friend for lunch, visit an exhibit, or simply enjoy an unexpected outing. You gain the confidence to embrace life, knowing you're fully equipped and prepared for whatever comes your way. This readiness allows you to enjoy every moment without that lingering worry. Being physically present is incredibly important, but how do you make sure that when you are there, your interactions are truly meaningful and engaging for everyone around you? Habit 8, the feedback loop habit, actively seeking input. You might believe you're still connecting wonderfully with friends and family, but what if you're missing subtle signs that others are actually disengaging? This isn't about being disliked. It's about unknowingly becoming less interesting or even invisible in conversations. Our minds are incredibly good at protecting our self-image. We naturally interpret social cues in a way that makes us feel good about ourselves. This tendency can make us overlook when someone's eyes glaze over, or when they politely check their watch. It prevents us from seeing opportunities to adjust and re-engage. This is why the feedback loop habit is so powerful. It asks you to actively seek honest input. Find a trusted friend or family member, perhaps someone younger, and simply ask them, am I talking too much about the past, or do I tend to dominate conversations? This isn't about criticism. It's about genuine curiosity. It shows you value their perspective and want to improve. The relief you'll feel from gaining this clarity is immense, knowing you're building truly authentic, stronger connections. This final habit ties everything together. It ensures you're always growing and adapting, which is the ultimate secret to staying visible. We want to hear from you. What's one challenge you face in staying connected or feeling heard? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights help us all. And if you're ready to build even more connections, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future guides designed to empower your golden years.